My name is Kawita Apila Damayanti, but you can call me Lala. I'm a fourth semester student at UNES, and in this video, I will discuss about something, and the topic might be quite sensitive. And the topic is this house believes that abortion clinics should be provided by the government, and I'm here as a pro. And for your information, this video was made as an assignment for my course, Critical Speech. Okay, let's get into the topic of our discussion. Okay, speaking about abortion. What is the abortion? An abortion is a procedure performed to intentionally terminate a pregnancy before the fetus can live outside the womb. It may sound cruel and inhuman. Therefore, in Indonesia, there are still a lot, or even the majority of people in Indonesia who reject this act of abortion and consider abortion to be an illegal act. Even people who have had abortion tend to be discriminated against by society. They were considered as murderers, ignorant, sinful, shameless, and other painful things. It must be very influential on the mental and physical being of that people. In fact, people do not know the background of the person who performed these abortions. There are many factors that cause a person to have abortion. And in this video, I will convey 4 factors that cause someone to have an abortion. The first factor is health factor. There are a myriad of medical factors that suggest abortion for a patient. Examples are abnormalities in the uterus, problems with placenta, polycystic ovary syndrome, and many more. Therefore, the medical advice is to have an abortion to avoid unwanted things happening. The second, the second factor is economic factor. A person who is going to have an abortion does so because she is afraid and squeezed by a lack of economic condition. That person feels unsure about being able to raise the child she is carrying, so she chooses this abortion. The next factor is social factor. This social factor is usually related to abortion cases where the person is pregnant out of wedlock. This abortion behavior is indeed seen as a disgraceful act. It also cannot be separated from the community that has indeed looked at it. Even the case of teenagers who have free sex becomes just. That abortion can be done as a way out of her actions. Abortion is also included in some social deviations. The last factor is rape victims. Among several cases of abortion in teenagers, there are also one factor that is concerning, one of which is teenagers rape victims, because they do not know who should be responsible. So it is not surprising that in this case, the teenager must have an abortion to save their future. And of course, having an abortion needs to be done by a professional, namely a doctor. Therefore, the government must provide abortion clinics because there are still many out there. Someone who is about to have an abortion instead comes to an abortion shaman or dukun who does not yet know whether it is appropriate or not to help carry out the abortion process. Also, because there are several people who have died after having an abortion. The reason is that person who had an abortion did not meet the standard for helping with the abortion process. This is because there are not many abortion clinics that are in accordance with the medical standards. But the problem now is that society don't want to think openly about having an abortion clinic around them. Society holds fast to their stance and that someone who has an abortion must be a bad person, a person who has promiscuous relationships so that they get pregnant out of wedlock and eventually chooses to have an abortion because they don't want the child they are carrying. And they certainly think that the person who has an abortion is a murderer. Therefore, as a pro, we must support and promote programs about the abortion clinics so the society can change their minds and become more open-minded about the existence of abortion clinics. Alright, I think that's all for today's discussion. I thank you for your attention. See you in the next video. Bye.